How's that go?
He's a jerk.
Nice moves. Nice pants too, by the way.
Huh?
Nice pants.
And they fucking rotten.
Just like you. All right, so we got the plasma out. We're gonna cut the trans tunnel out, and we finally got the adapter plate in. We just have it mocked up on the 30 block. RB 20, 25, 26, 30, all use the same mounting to mate the trans to the engine. My buddy Tim over at QuickTime whipped us up this really cool bell housing, which is rad. What we have on the 14 is an aluminum plate that bolts to the block that will receive either like a 6XD T101A, whatever variant like that. So it's more US oriented bell housings. And then this just directly mates onto the block, as opposed to this unit now has the mating surface here to accept the 4-bolt flange. Wow, you just totaled yourself out. The 4-bolt flange, which is required on the 6XD T101As, and so it is a direct bolt-on with the dust shield to the block, so that's RB specific, and then this will accept dog boxes and all the other great stuff in the world. That rhymes with dog box. But he also, so the bell housings have to be sealed in order to be SFI compliant, but I had him custom integrate and make me a window. So these transmissions use an internal throttle bearing. Trucks are active, all the shipping, trying to get everything out. It's really problematic because like when you get up in there, you need to, it's all day. You need to make sure that, I believe it's 18 thousandths to 20 thousandths clearance between the bearing and the fingers on the pressure plate. So when it's sealed, you have to basically like guess before you're going, so you're like getting out there, because if it's too far in, it's too close and it's always going to be riding, or if it's too far away, then the piston will overextend, and on its way back in, it'll cut the O-rings, and then you'll lose all pressure. So that way now you have the window open, you can set it in there, stick your feeler gauges up in there, and you'll be able to have the correct reading of what you need. So pretty dope. This is love. This is love right here.
I got you.
He said be a man, Sean.
Just don't be scared.
Be a man.
Dear Johnny!
Disc will correct that, alright? Well, as we were putting the transmission together on the block, we noticed that it looked like it was off center a little bit, tilted, about 7-10 degrees-ish. So we kind of tripped out thinking it was going to be misaligned. We checked out the S14, it's in the same angle.
Show them on your phone. Pull out the picture.
So the motor sits at like a 7-10 degrees. Not too much.
So the intake side will pick up this side that's tilted down, and it'll level it out.
We noticed this is their degree mark, or their angle to center.
Mm-hmm.
Which pretty much, that almost lines up with the dowel.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, let's get it in the car and see exactly where we need it. And then that way we can move forward from there.
Alright, let's take the shifter up too.
We can't just go down? Yeah, go up, Sean. Yeah, we could do that. Because it's going to need to be on when we put it in the car.
Good? Yeah, go.
Motor signal.
Go in.
Go ahead, just go in. And then go down. And it should be okay. Do not crush him, Sean.
It's not gonna work.
No.
I can get it down right now.
Go down?
It'll swing in.
Go.
Yeah. Stop. Yeah.
Go in a little, fuck it in a little. Couple pumps. 2 pump chunk. Alright, go down some.
There you go.
Go down.
There you go. Thrust it, Sean. Maximum.
Pump it in.
Yeah, if you go down, it's going to be perfect.
And then we got that big hole in transom.
Alright, stop. Go in.
Go in.
Watch it.
Alright, down. In.
Yep.
Okay, just watch out for you.
Go ahead. Alright, stop. Go in. Now you can go down. Get the jack run.
Yeah, let me go grab one.
I know, I'm moving.
So, these bash bars are pretty dope. I love the bash bar design. Instead of having one singular bar that proposed to damage will bend the flanges on one way or the other, kind of makes it hard to replace. So now this way, say we're riding one wall, we blow this one out, then we already have, we'll just have this one section to be repairable. Same with the other side. Super sick.
Also,
Love
there's
it.
no like traditional, like on your F14 there's hangover on the edge, you know? So
Right.
if you catch that, it's like a hook, you know?
Right.
So this side has a smooth transition, so if you hit something, it should just slide over instead of catch. and
Right.
rush.
So it'll actually kind of like bend into the car.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is dope. We're just getting the engine set in there, our mock-up engine. And as you can see, it does tilt. So we do need to get it, see, because it does sit in there pretty straight. Like we were saying. Damn, that thing just looks gnarly. Look at that thing. So we went to Harbor Freight, got this engine cradle, so we can set up the engine essentially where we want it, so we can build our motor mounts, check clearances for everything. We bought this for like 70 bucks or something like that, but really good tool to have for fabbing engine stuff. So this is our partner, Fueled by AI. This is their fuel delivery system. Really dope company out of Australia. Everything is really high quality, billet made. Fuel pumps are in here. This goes onto the top of the tank. And I got my boy Carry Dog. He's here. And in order to fit the unit, he's got to trim the this little inner edge of the bladder for our fuel cell for the unit to fit. So we're just doing that. We're finalizing our position and placement on our steering column, and then Danny will make a little tube that'll extend down, and we'll have our little U-joint right here for our for the steering rack. Sergio killed it on the mock motor mounts. Got the Plasma Man intake on. Super beautiful unit. Look how beautiful those welds are. Super nice stuff. Best of the best. Best of the best. And for that, we got this dope Bosch drive-by-wire throttle body. So what's dope about drive-by-wire, especially utilizing the 6XD sequential, is that it has a load cell on it. Right here. This little sensor. So this is programmed into the ECU, and when you pull back on the lever on full throttle, it'll tell the ECU to it'll adjust the The rev limit, right? Care? For the load cell? Like when you bang it, wide open throttle?
Yeah, it'll pull timing and stuff, like you're letting out the gas pedal.
Right. So you have instantaneous response when shifting without depressing the clutch. And with drive-by-wire, you can do that on throttle. Well, not necessarily on throttle, but you can do it on upshift or you can do it on downshift. If you just have a traditional cable throttle body, you can do it up, but you can't do it down. So in drifting, say you're closing in on somebody and you just need that little bit extra and you're on throttle in a high gear and want to bang down into the lower gear, you can do that and maintain proximity. So that's our ideology in terms of how we're going to implement the technology per my driving. So that should be pretty dope. That should be pretty dope. So I'm pretty excited for that. Almost everything is here. Still waiting on a few key components for the engines, but we believe that we have a solution that is found out for at least one of the engines right now to get it in the car and get it going. It's not the exact compression ratio that we want. We want to go a little bit higher, but we're just trying to do everything we can to make it happen. So we're just steady plugging away. Sergio had a doctor's appointment today, so he can't come in today, but we're going to continue on and wait for him to get here tomorrow so he can continue banging out what he needs to. But just steady pace, steady pace. It's got an RB in there now, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think about that? What do you think about that?